everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at I Feel Good by Boy Next Door. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Lauren for the request. I'm excited for this, especially because this is our last Boy Next Door until we are caught up. And what this means is every comeback that they do moving forward, I get to prioritize them from a choreography breakdown standpoint and a reaction standpoint, because we're all caught up and we get to appreciate what they do. And this is solely, 100% solely because of Lauren and her investment on the Patreon side. So if you love me looking at Boy Next Door, you always have to include Lauren in the conversation too, because she's the reason why this got to happen. So I'm ready. I hope you guys are. Let's go. I don't know about y'all. If I saw this at a convenience store and I'm like over at the drinks, I would watch from afar. That's adorable. I would not approach at all. I would be hiding away behind like the snacks or something. Those shots are fun. Oh, canon to add on. I'm excited to see that. Wow. They keep holding up this cardboard. Chill drink. My regimen is so not that. That's funny. Cool. I love the humor. I did hear from Laura that it was chill and Weed and Boys. These arm swings give a Weed and Boys vibe. The gimmickness of it too. Woo-hoo! That was really fun. Gosh, they're just a whole vibe and a half, aren't they? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, choreo video is here. Let's go. This room feels darker. I wonder if it's the camera's exposure, like how it's set. Yeah. The little shimmy was cool. Ow! And he went outside to the formation. A little backslide. Yeah. transitions look so nice here. Wow. That move there is a Weedham Boys fingerprint. Feel good. Feel good. Such an earworm. I love it. Ooh. Nice. Yeah. All of that is to engage in the routine, but also, I'm tired, keep going. Feel good. Feel good. Yeah, with a little shamrock energy too. Woo-hoo! I love the tosses on that. Oof, they're probably exhausted doing this mess, huh? Wow, wow, wow. Really enjoyed that. A lot of full energy, definitely on the gregarious, rebellious side, right? Where you have some viral movements, which is definitely a Weedham Boys fingerprint. And with Chill It, I've seen them with the Unite side of the K-pop scene with that group. And I did have more constructive notes on that because of the density of their choreo in reference to the group they were working with. Here, I really like the balance. So if it is both of them working on it, they both did a great job. I think the format's great. The storytelling of I feel good, I'm not fitting in a mold, it definitely gives the, a lot of times rock and roll has that rebellious nuance to it. So they are technically falling into a style by saying they're not in a style, but they have been for this entirety of this time. The theatrics of the group is they are the boy next door, and so we're diving into a subtly different style of representing that, which I'm totally here for. And the movements that they're doing normally don't affiliate to rock. Some do, of course, with the guitar, but in the headbanging, but a lot of the other viral sense of things, not as much. So I'm excited for this. I love he's talking. I love the conversation. It actually ties into the music video quite well because they had a whole little cypher moment with everybody living their best lives in a grocery, not a grocery store, a convenience store, which I found to be really funny. So I love that where he steps out, whoop-ah, nice little accent with the chest. We're here for it. Definitely the MJ, Justin Timberlake aesthetic out of that. They immediately go and transition to a new spot in the space. I like the look, feel good. And the pull-ins are really nice with two head nods to help complement it. He says, you want? And we move it out of the way. We hit it. Wow! We hop it. And I like the punch, the pulse going on onto the chest with pushing the energy to their right side. Then they end up doing it 2 times, single to hit that And then you have that MJ, once again, vibe with the knees, then pushing the hips forward. The arms up with the shimmy was really cool. A fun intro out of this. The hop down is nice. You want 5, 6, and we turn to transition. That in and of itself can be dog tiring if you don't know how to regulate your stamina. So that is something that we can commend not just BOYNEXTDOOR, but the majority of Gen 5 groups that have dance as a priority in their discography and in their portfolio. It's always commendable whenever you have such a personality in how you present yourself, but also you're able to showcase what you want to come across with live, right? Because remember, these are singers who dance, not dancers who sing. Even though a lot of times the priority shifts depending on the comeback, but what I've noticed with them is that it's the performance really carries and the dance helps embellish or make the performance stand out, right? The framing and composition of their choreography is really impressive for getting their storyline across, which is something I've really appreciated about watching them over this time, which is really nice. So he says, get the hell outside. So he ends up moving and transitioning outward, which I thought was really fun. They take and they go, and I like the crispness of the finish on that with your feature. Now he's in the center. I love everybody has their subtle MJ, Justin Timberlake, flair to their choices. So I really like that we're catering our weight to the back leg to let this front leg move and hit our pocket or timing the way we want. We end up doing a little pepper seed move with our shoulders, but we more so just shove it forward in comparison to side, right? The look over with the head is nice, and then we end up doing a chest out of that as well. So with the chest, we hit, and then we just use that to help transition with our arms placed forward, and then he ends up doing a back slide. Yes, back in the day, that was considered a moonwalk. That was something where we've had the conversation before in other videos, but I'll touch on it here. A moonwalk is something that in society, that's what that is known for. A lot of times before it was coined the moonwalk, it was coined the backslide, and the moonwalk was actually something different. So it's just something, go be curious about these things. I hope I'm a stepping stone to curiosity and a supplement for your dance knowledge needs. I am not the end all be all. So if you're like, Jess, I don't know where you're getting this from, simple Google search can help start your journey between moonwalk and backslide. That's what you would look up. Anyway, moving on from there. It was very interesting. I think if out of observation, I'm curious, could it be the type of shoe that I don't know, where normally whenever you're doing a gliding or sliding motion, which is what that move is thinking about where your weight goes, because the weight needs to go in the foot or the placement of the foot where the other foot is allowed the freedom to move around, but still gives the illusion of having weight on it. So that would be the one thing I'm observing is it wasn't quite clear seeing the subtlety and the smoothness of that, but we were able to still see the point nonetheless. And for a one take, we pick our battles. He could probably freaking nail it if it was a different take or other circumstances, but that's just something if you wanted to work on that move. Think about where your weight is. A lot of times when you think about the beveled foot or the foot where the heel is pressed up, that's where your weight will go, which kind of feels counterintuitive, right? So that would be my little note there. I love the the opposition between your feature and everybody else. So I really like that with the and the lift up of the heels. That tee-hee moment is really fun. Or the hee-hee, which we love. And so we hit it, we pulse it back, a lot of pulses, and then we're catering our formation to the corner. That'd be a really nice camera shot for music shows. We explode away. Now this move here, it looks like we're flicking the wrists over from side to side, where we're wanting to hit them folks out of it. We see that setup, but we don't. I really like that we go trot it to the other side, da-da-da. Then we swing it to the other side, and we stack with our hands. So we have transitions that frame well together, or bookend well together, but we have our arms and what we're choosing to do out of those things a little bit different. So it helps make it feel digestible, but still complex enough for our brain to continue to digest what we're watching. So this little punch and pulse right there with the elbow is really fun, and then having your feature deviate from that in center is really nice and easy for us to still clock and see them. And then he ends up taking it, traveling the arms down. I love the flick of the hands with the kick as well. Definitely gives us a little shoot energy, right? No, it is, yeah. So they go shoot, shoot, cross, turn, and then the arm swings are really fun. Definitely we're going on an adventure down the street. Let's go. And the little trot at the end was fun. Or, sorry, more of the hop. He ends up doing a scuff. I like the huddle that's going in, and he uses that to actually give the impression that he influenced that huddle to hop around. Everybody explodes out. Similar arms, which is really cool. They run, match that tempo build. Do-do-do-do. Not tempo build, just the build up with that percussion. So this is really fun. This is a canon, meaning it's different start and finish times, but it's the same movements. Then it turns into an add-on. So the sequence where they're traveling it across, that's the canon part. Then it goes into an add-on where he joins in there. Roll, then clap. Well, really, am I going to give it a canon? Because it's only one move. Maybe it's just a super prolonged ripple, where you have a time or a break in between. I don't know. Jury's still out for that. But I'm going to lean more... Let me actually watch it one more time. Sorry. Let's see. Passing up the energy. We're going to actually give this a ripple to an add-on, not a canon, because there's not more than one move. That's gonna be the determining factor for me. Moving on with our lives. The claps are nice, into a little chicken wing energy with the pickup that actually reminds us of a belly bounce, which is super fun. And then we end up sending the arms from side to side, using that as a transition. And then with our legs together, we end up going low to high with our arms, which is also a cool moment. The scream is great with this rotation, with the punch is also fun. Like we're punching a bag, right? And then they go, wow! Some of us are choosing to still introduce that mannerism, going to the other side, or just using the same lower body on the same page. Maintaining spacing helps us maintain the visual, but still deviate and be individuals within it. Because that's something that I've really appreciated about the group, is they've prioritized the theatrical elements or the storytelling, not quite so much the synchronicity. There is a place for that. I love groups that do prioritize that. It's a different concept adjustment for the group as a whole, right? So we'll use Team as an example. They have a werewolf lore, and a lot of they have a rock sound, that Japanese rock angsty sound that I really like in some of their tracks. That's what I love about One OK Rock, as a side note, is for the similar reason, the kind of sound overlap. And their synchronicity is such an incredible component that helps with some of their choreographic choices, right? Here, in this case, because their priority is not the lore of werewolves or not synchronicity, it's more on understanding the story. The story that they're displaying, it would be counterproductive to the story if they were super, super clean in it, because it's about individuality, right? We're the boy next door. We're just a regular average dude, right? It gives that vibe, but also for this concept specifically, we're breaking out of the mold, being within a mold or within a clone-like context that we can associate that with. Being super, super clean can work against you. Now, they need to be clean enough for us to maintain the integrity of the choreography, which is what we see. But having these choices where my spacing's maintained and we're all utilizing the footwork the same way, but my upper body is all different, those are the cases that you would want to prioritize for a routine like this, which is what you see with who you have involved. So I like that they push it out and down, good directions on that. We do need a knee slide to hit it on the car, which is super fun. Then they use their hands as a microphone. I love it. The commitment to character, the leans are really nice. So the range is clean. Range is how you get from A to B of a move. So how we see that happen with all of our members works great, and it helps us commit to the story of we're living our best life and we're rocking like a rock star. And we point, and I really like the swing of the head with the hand out of that, and then we end up marching with our shoulders like we're in Ajima. We're living our best life, or I'm gonna soda pop, that vibe, right? It's cute. So we end up going, wapa. Notice the hand, instead of it just shampooing around and framing, it's flat. So it's like we're doing a little whip, wapa, out of it. It's cool. And then the clap is also fun out of it too. My feature in that front corner shows out, probably because he's closest to the front with us. Everybody headbangs, and he's more so catering to the ear for that moment there. The scoops are nice. The arm swing there, if you saw like Jenny from Weed and Boys, that's what I'm clocking that move as. Now, is it you're not really biting or plagiarizing your own stuff, but that is something that it can be a fun component of curiosity if they do put that in other things. There's always a chance they will. But anyway, so I like the hop out of it. And then we reset. Come on with the knock with the head in the foot. I feel good. And you hear the So they end up pulling to match. Feel good. And then you have your thumbs up for good on your hand. I feel good. Love to see that. And by having the other hand bottom out, thumbs up, it helps us as an audience be able to see it a little bit easier. So they end up dropping down. Then you have to feel good, nice, like whenever you eat something and you're satisfied, a lot of times that can be that type of imagery. So I feel good. I feel full, content, satisfied. Love it. They press those arms out, and then they go and they reset, and then we hit down, boom, and hit it down 2, 3, 4 into a bedrock, and it goes So they go one side and then to the other side. Was that predictable? Yes. Was it something that we still appreciated? Yes, because of the commitment to character while they did it. Then we end up continuing with it. And they use it, and so they go single, feel good, double, feel good, back to single, but from the third one, instead of just repeating all the way through with that single, they use it to help in their transition for their formation. Looks nice. They present and push those arms out, which is also nice. Come on diagonal, and then they separate to 2 diagonals. They turn, and then we have a new feature. He's the one who deviates away from everybody. Oh, actually, hold up. I guess I would give that an observation. I was guessing he was my feature because notice what his legs are doing. It's so clear compared to everybody else that I was thinking, he's my feature, but no, it's my guy from the back. So that would actually just be an observation, a note what would happen if he cleaned that up in order to make this feature really clear to see, but also if this was made only for intentionally having a camera that was here and they travel this way, then they wouldn't need to really make that change. So that's just something that I just observed there. Body roll is cool, and I like the little add-on. He lifts it up, boom, and then we lift the chest is also super fun. It's definitely one of those motions that you see when people are living their life. Totally here for it with the chest. And then they end up all changing with different pose positions out of it there. I love the brush, nice and full on the first one. They're making it lag a little bit longer before they continue on the timing through, and they make it nice and subtle as they slowly slide those legs together. The knocks are really nice. The kick, they bring it back down. I like the slide back in. I feel good. Let's go. Little party moment. So they hit it, and then they bring it down, and then they end up doing looks like they're doing a bedrock, even though it does have a fun Pac-Man finish. Triple one, don't. That's really fast because I have this at 0.75, and that was fast even here. Wow. Tosses it in, so they get low. Not even a James Brown. Maybe a James Brown. It gives that vibe. If we're tying into the Michael Jackson aesthetic, Michael Jackson was heavily inspired by James Brown, so we're going to throw that in the mix too. I like the knock, boom, down. Heel toe heels are cute, getting into an inverted V, and they establish that formation before transitioning to help with clarity. So they go nice with the fist. Let's go! And they toss it. They take it, and they travel. I like the poses. Posture of it, he opens it up, love to see it, take it out in, yeah, and they're driving, everybody's driving now to the inside of the circle, then they're all going, nice moment. This gives a similar vibe to BSS's, it's not fighting, it's their first track. Oh, hold on, just do it. Is what this gives to me. Honestly, the BSS side of 17 is what this feels like too. So we're gonna just throw all that in there. I love it. We're live for it. The commitment is awesome. I love the rock on this. They end up doing it about 4 times, but I love that he's popping the freak off in the back. It's great. They take the arm forward. I love the rotation around. And we march it, transition. Nice. And they hit it over to the side, just like they did before. New feature, however, for this part. And they're all like, oh. Could it be because you're fatigued and it's 2 minutes in and you're going full the freak out? Most likely, but hey, love it. Live your life. They take it out, in, and arm swing, just as before. On the third one, they use it to transition. They knock it, boom. And out, I feel good. Feel good. Using that in the circle. This is probably a really good choreography to see from the thrust stage if you were seeing it at concert, because everybody and their mama gets to see a member for this, right? And they go, feel good. I love that. Back in to the nice little I'm full motion there. And they pull it out into a shamrock, into the good, and then they end up doing it again. So they're placing their weight on the balls of the feet to rotate the heels out with the lift up. That's super fun there. And then it goes feel good. And then they go, little accent moment from everybody. And it goes, feel good. Everyone goes to the inside to travel the whole formation back. Come on, party moment. We're running. Low-key on tempo, which I appreciate. And then we end up taking the legs. We go scoop, little chugs out of that. I love the moment with our hands, making it a cute moment. And then we end up taking the legs, sending them out and out. That's a fun motion you're normally not used to seeing with the lower body. Pickup's cool, and they end up taking it. So it looks like they place their arm underneath under their armpit. So sometimes people can make sounds and noises. I have never had the privilege of having that skill set, so I wonder if any of them can do that. So they go to low high on that, just like love you like I love you. What the body does for the weight. viral trend, they do different arms, but what the body does is the same. So if you're curious as to how to do that, so watch. Boom. And instead of it being on the sides or catering it to the front, it's literally just two-dimensional equivalent. So the lift up on the arm, the wave is fun, big wave, and then we have a subtlety coming out of it is really cool. They hit it out, and ta, a nice accent out. We walk, la 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 la, and we turn. And I really like having our next feature moving forward, that heel toe, using that heel toe to help with the rotation to get us to the other side. And we go tap tap, guitar strum, and then he has a little love you, and everybody turn except for your feature. Fun finish, exhausting. Way to go, guys. I had a lot of fun, and we should be, at least on the title track side, completely caught up with Boy Next Door, which is super, super cool. So I'm excited to see their comebacks, and yeah, it's just going to be great. Lauren, you're a real one. You're freaking cool. I am Jess, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.